Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Rocketz League. Oops. Let me get the right buttons here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm SB Revolution 5, otherwise known as Revo, bringing you this great game between CNB Esports Club and No Viper. Now, you may be saying, Revo, what is this music? This is the new music pack for Dota 2.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see what happens with this. So far, I actually really like this. Yeah, I really like this music. Anyway, CNB Esports Club up against, who do we have here? No Viper, who have actually first picked a Viper and followed that up immediately with Naga Siren. Naga Siren, a hero I've been playing a lot of recently, mainly due to the techies that have come upon us in the world of the pubs lately. Ugh. But, sorry, I need to turn this music down some, because otherwise I'm just going to keep listening to it and not actually end up casting anything, because it is really gorgeous music. Anyway, CNB starting out with Skywrath Mage and Doom. I don't particularly like Doom up against Viper, or Naga for that matter, even though No Viper did have first pick. So, Doom was picked actually before Naga, but Invoker will be coming out for them as well. He really can't Doom Viper in a team fight that much. He's going to be able to Doom out Naga Siren if he absolutely wants to, but it's not really going to accomplish that much. She'll still be able to right-click attack, and that's pretty much all Naga really needs to do. Her Radiance Burn will still go on if she's already gotten her illusions off. First, Doom has to actually identify the real one, and then move ahead very, very quickly. Anyways, Enchantress going to come out from No Viper as well. We've got Mirana and Earthshaker banned out by CNB. Two heroes that we've seen No Viper run quite a bit recently. It's actually going to be a Crystal Maiden out from CNB as well. I do like this a lot. Paired with Skywrath Mage, Invoker, and Doom, that's going to be continuous mana coming in for them. And that's going to do a lot for the team here. So, going to be very important. As usual, thank you guys for coming out this evening.
10 seconds remaining.
A big shout out to you guys just for coming out and everything. I really appreciate all of that.
Reserve time. The undying waits. Dire team ban.
Oh, that's neat. Sorry about that. But it's actually going to be Undying coming out for No Viper.
Remaining.
This strategy is getting weirder and weirder, but
5 seconds remaining.
The good old Undying
Reserve
Viper
time.
strat, meaning Undying says you have no HP, and Viper's like, well, since they have no HP, I do bonus damage. It's a very viable strat, and this is what makes me think they might lane Viper a little more, put Naga Siren on the mid lane. They're going to have Enchantress to really put pressure on that mid lane as well, and CNB can go with a relatively greedy offlaner. A Clockwork wouldn't be the worst idea here, although I don't think it would be the best idea either. Oh. Okay, maybe not that greedy. Gyrocopter's a little over the top there, but is very good against Naga Siren, just annihilating those illusions very quickly. At least if he's out farming her. If she's got a heart and he doesn't have a damage item, Naga's going to be in some trouble, and it's actually going to be an Ursa out from No Batrider, as what I'm assuming is a carry. We will see here for them. Sorry, I've got a little bit of trash here I'm trying to get in here. Also, guys, I've just launched the new YouTube channel, SB Revolution 5 Dota, where you can find my casts. We're starting to archive all the casts, and I do need to get a backup drive for these as well, like a terabytes worth of storage space I can plug into the back of my computer, but don't quite have the money for that at the moment. If you guys wouldn't mind throwing a few bucks towards me down there, there is a donate button right under where it says support the channel. I did say my next goal was a new webcam, but this is going to take precedence over that. So, yeah, hoping to raise some money for that. If you guys are enjoying the broadcast and you've got a few bucks to spare, make sure you do. Try not to beg for donations, though. So, that's all I'm going to say on that. Otherwise, you can just find me at twitch.tv, SBRevolution5, Facebook.com, SBRevolution5Dota, and Twitter.com/SBRevolution5. It's going to be a great series coming up tonight. Unfortunately, we only have one series. The other series was actually pushed to Monday evening right now. If I can just find what I'm looking for here. I don't know where I put it. Okay. Sorry, I got a little notebook where I have been trying to take some notes on drafts and whatnot so that I can keep up with these teams a little better and provide you guys a better viewer experience. But we'll be getting things underway right now. Let me just turn off that edge pan, turn down my headphones a little bit, and we'll get things started. CNB up against No Viper. We got King RD on the Invoker mid lane. Actually, ADR not taking the reins on this one. Ned will actually be on the Doom at the moment, putting ADR on what looks like a support Skywrath. And Cloths will be on the Gyrocopter in the safe lane. And they're supported by their stand-in, Ashy, standing in for Baga this evening.
30 seconds to battle.
On the other side of the river, we've got Pardal, who it's nice to finally put a name with that smiley face. We've got Rebara on the Enchantress, Garota Safada on the Undying. They're stand-in SS Hard Face on the Ursa Warrior. And in the mid lane, we've got Tom. They're stand-in on the Naga Siren. Actually sporting Arteezy's Naga Siren set, which, if I do say so myself, looks incredibly good.
Illusion.
Oh my goodness, that I really want to go buy this now. Like, that is a beautiful set. Anyways, so in terms of strategy, we've got CNB with really strong team fight. We've got No Viper with, I don't really know, really strong push capability and early game potential to be able to create space for this Naga who'll be able to carry them into the late game. It's a very greedy early build from Naga, and actually they're going to pick up King RD. Ursa is going to pick that one up, actually rotating out very, very early. And it looks like, wait, is surely Ursa's not a support here, right? I'm a little confused as to these hero roles. Okay, we've got Tom for sure is a carry. Viper for sure is a carry. Ursa, question mark. Enchantress, support. Undying, another question mark, honestly. We'll just see how things pan out, though. And actually, Ursa just moving into the mid lane. It looks like Ursa's not going back to lane to CS at the moment. He's actually just sitting here supporting for a little while. Rabara does soak up a cold snap. There's a bit of armor reduction coming out from Tom. The clap going to come in on King RD, though. And this Hellbear Smasher is just looking to harass him out a bit. But I don't think it'll end up happening. He is going to end up getting about 70 gold for that. Enchantress bringing the creep to the lane for a little Meals on Wheels for Invoker. And now I'm a little confused because we had blaring loud music in the draft. And now I don't hear any. Anyways, we've got a fight breaking out up top. Looks like Crystal Maiden and Gyrocopter going to provide the bulk of the damage. to kill off Undying, ironically. And Undying, in the meantime, does manage to pick off Skywrath Mage. It looked like that was a tower hit that went astray there. He did get most of a level for that, though, and that's going to help him out quite a bit. Actually, I do have a theory on this teamfight strat, and I'm not sure this is entirely true. We'll have to see later on in the game. But does Naga's song allow zombies to spawn underneath it? So, like, if he sets up a tombstone and then Naga songs, are zombies going to continue to spawn under that and therefore create a large army of zombies before Naga really has a chance to, or the enemy heroes really have a chance to get away from them? Actually is a tornado out from Invoker there, but we're going to focus on Ned right now, who does get slowed down. We'll be able to get away here from Enchantress at the moment. And what I am now assuming is a support Ursa, or maybe a jungle Ursa. He's actually got quite a lot of gold to his name to be a support, but only 3 last hits at this point. In fact, that's going to be his Morbid Mask. Not done right now. Instead, he's going to go for those phase boots. That extra mobility is going to help him out a bit. And CNB, they don't have the best stuns for Ursa. Yes, CM is good, but she's not going to stop Ursa from hitting people for very long. We'll see a little bit of that come out in terms of harass. Oh, okay. I didn't realize EG had run this. I haven't seen them do this lately. But, yeah, making the Enchantress allow Ursa to jungle a bit faster. And they should be able to go for an early Roche once they get up that Morbid Mask. Now, Undying will get taken down by Gyrocopter, who is going to be able to farm up that Tombstone. It's a good thing those zombies don't provide any more passive gold. Or, not passive gold, but gold on death. Otherwise, it would give you a very, very, very strong presence against Undying. One of the things keeping him out of the metagame for a while was that. And he actually is going to go in deep here, but he comes in as well. Klotz taking a ton of damage. It gets slowed down. Ursa going to pick him out. This is basically becoming a 4-core strat. With Enchantress being the sole support, but doesn't really need a mech simply because she's got the heal anyway. Ashy will be able to salve up here, but CNB are not in great shape for the beginning of this game. Invoker is getting something out on the courier here. Looks like it will be his phase boots, as well as those of Gyrocopter. And actually Ned going to find a solo kill, or rather get solo killed, by Pardal right now. It's an action-packed game. We've got 6 kills in 5.5 minutes. And I'm really wondering where CM really falls into this draft. I know that she can work and provide a lot of mana regen for Doom so that he doesn't have to really build that Shivas. He can really abuse his Devourer at that point. And I'm kind of surprised he's not Devouring at the moment. Doom, buddy, what's going on? At least go into the jungle and grab one. That is another thing. I did just see Capeezy point out that CM is pretty good with Skywrath. Tom gonna get picked off here. Invoker, he already took him down with that last right-click attack. Is going Quas Wex as opposed to the usual Quas Exhort we've been seeing. And I think that's more King RD's style. We generally see ADR go for that Exhort Invoker. We do finally see Doom beginning to use more Devour here. Invis is picked up by Gyro. And it looks like SS will be healed up by Enchantress here as well. Enchantress finally picking up some boots and wards as well in the meantime. They'll be able to let this camp respawn and probably go back in for it. But Tom, he's getting doomed up mid. No mana anyway, even if he had it. And nice 2-man tornado. Catches Thace in there as well. But it's not going to be enough for him to come in and take anybody down. Gyrocopter is getting something brought out to him at the moment. And actually, Viper, or excuse me, Undying is not living up to his name at the moment, and that's actually a bottle. Huh, coming out for Klotz.
Radiant's top tower
A
is under
little
attack.
bit interesting to me. I guess since Invoker's not using a bottle, it's okay. But keep in mind, it's going to hold him back from his full
Radiant's top
potential
tower is
for a little
under
while.
attack.
This is a big item. Had he not bought this, he'd actually be on his way to a BKB or possibly a Helm right now. This is going to set him back about 600 gold. It's kind of just going to waste, especially if he's not getting runes. He will get lucky and find a quick illusion rune right here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We are going to see a smoke come out from them. They will instantly get revealed, practically, by Doom, who is scouting out the jungle just a bit. Does have Clap available, and the Buckler recipe is up for him as well. He's also gotten a bottle. And this is one really confusing thing for me. With Crystal Maiden on the team, you're getting a lot of mana regen extra that these heroes can do without. It's not exactly what they want to do, but they can do without it. And Doom, unless he's looking at spamming level deaths very early on, I don't think needs the regen from a bottle, but he's a thirsty guy, it looks like. And I'm going to be picking that up. Looks like Ashy is picking up some wards. Also has a smoke ready here. They're going to go in on Pardow. Goes ahead and dooms him up. This does, I believe, disable Corrosive Skin, which I didn't realize beforehand. But Doom will take him down, so... And I feel like having Doom disable Corrosive Skin kind of makes Doom very, very powerful against Viper.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Skywrath can definitely use the mana regen as well. I'm really wondering, where is the music? And actually, Skywrath's going to throw out an ulti here onto Undying. Klotz on a killing spree, and Undying sitting much lower. 1 in 5 up for him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And just a quick farming ult out there for Gyro. We see this a lot from Klotz, and another thing we see a lot from Klotz is the Midas, even after bottle. Ugh. And Doom will just try to get away here, but actually going to get netted up by Naga. Armor reduced down to -5. And things are not looking fun for him, but he's actually going to go back in here just to devour a creep for a second and get that bonus gold, which should finish up his mechanism. Yep, that has finished up the mechanism. King RD done with 1 Oblivion Staff at the moment. And they're actually just very focused on taking down these Enchantress creeps, which is very important. And there's also a quick D-ward coming out on Roche, as well as an Observer here. Keep in mind, if the heroes smoke up, they walk under the ward, they will be visible on the actual map, just not the mini-map. So if someone's vigilant enough to keep moving their head, or their screen over here, they're going to have a easy time of interrupting that. Naga is up to 1,600 gold, so
Radiant's top tower is
a
under
little
attack.
under halfway to that Radiance. We want to see her at about 1,900 to say it's the halfway point. And she's at 11 minutes into the game right now. It's not going to be an extremely fast Radiance for her.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Doom with the mechanism done. I believe he's going to be bottle crowing right here, or possibly they're just going to smoke as well. 2 smokes now up on Crystal Maiden. And she is going ahead and maxing out that Arcane Aura, not picking up an early point in the ult. ADR is going to be on the Skywrath here. And it makes me a little confused, at least, to see ADR on support as opposed to Ned. But I believe Ned just does not play Skywrath very much, for one thing. And Naga actually is going for a more aggressive build that doesn't give the team as much late game potential, but helps them out a lot early on. It's going to be a drum coming out for her. 12-minute drum is not bad, but it could certainly be better, in my opinion. It's going to give her some great stats, but not much else to go with it, honestly. And Gyro, meanwhile, is getting very farmed. He's actually... No! Klotz! Oh! he's going for the Shadow Blade build, which, in case you're not familiar because you've never been in the low trench tier MMR, which hopefully you haven't, you can pop Shadow Blade right after you Rocket Barrage and you'll be invisible, and you can follow somebody around and tickle them with Rocket Barrage for a little bit, which does a surprising amount of damage. But is it enough? And actually Tom gonna get caught out right here. Does buy out a TP knowing he's already dead. And ADR, or Ned, will actually be able to finish him out. ADR giving him the assist there. And Klotz, meanwhile, on another kill. The Ursa is going down right now. Hardall, not in a lot of good shape. I don't know why he kept diving for that. He wasn't going to get that kill, it looked like. And Klotz is continuing to farm. He'll have a very fast Shadow Blade, for one thing, but is it worth it? I don't know. Especially for it being right after a Midas and a bottle at that.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I don't know. This game looked really bad for Radiant, and now it looks a little better for them. The Shadow Blade isn't exactly the best pickup, but knowing that they only have one real support is going to be a problem. There will be an ulti out from Naga. She is going to go ahead and create their solutions. Undying ulti is up, but here comes the ulti out from Gyro as well as the one from Crystal Maiden. Naga and and Enchantress going down there. Gyrocopter does get killed by Naga, but Viper going to fall in the end. And now Undying, the last one standing up here. Ursa will come in to reinforce, but with Undying being silenced up, Ned just TPing out right under the tower. There's really not anything they can do.
Tower is under attack.
The zombies begin to fall there.
Double damage.
And CNB seem to have this game in pocket at the moment. Guys, I am very sorry about the background noise. Can't really help that. We actually have Invoker jumping on SS right now. Gonna take down the Ursa. Wicked sick now on King RD, otherwise known as Wesley Savador. By the way, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. It's great to see some better numbers on the channel lately. Just remember, keep spreading the word and everything. That really means a ton to me. Klotz is going to be Midasing things up right now. And he will have that Shadow Blade done. I'm assuming this is just to move around the map, but it doesn't seem like the best decision for me. It just doesn't, in my opinion. Anyways, Tom should be getting caught out right now. ADR gonna find him. He gets triple silenced right there. And I'm not even sure where the third source of silence came from, but
Your scraps of armor, did you?
Yeah. Pretty much no hope. Now, Gyro does get picked off by the Ursa there, who is going for a Vlad's, albeit a very late one. And the Vlads can definitely help them. They've got 3 melee heroes. Naga, Undying, and Ursa, of course. And it's going to help Ursa Roche. The problem is, do they have the map control to even take Roche at the moment? And no, I hate to tell you, Joey, it wasn't a Battle Fury.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Gyro already has cleave attack in a way with Flat Kenny. He's actually one of the few ranged heroes you can kind of consider to have a cleave attack. Him, anyone with a Mjolnir or a Maelstrom, and then Luna.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
All in different ways, of course, but actually Tom could get caught out here once again. ADR just waiting here, actually already having a gem up just to take away their map control, to starve them and make it, so to say, you can't Roche at all. And Tom now going to get taken down by Doom. I believe that was a level death kill as well. And taking a look at hero level real quick, we actually don't have anyone except for the Enchantress in range of a level death proc, meaning 20% of their max HP as well. Yeah, this game is very one-sided at the moment, and I know those are not the most.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm done. I don't even. I don't even know now. There is a Naga song coming out. They're gonna try to team fight, and Ashy getting caught out. And just surrounded at this point. Just gonna YOLO TP out, but it's not even gonna be enough.
Radiant's top tower.
Meanwhile, their top tower did get taken down by Klotz with this newfound Blink Dagger. Blink Gyro new meta. Oh my goodness. Naga gets hit with the Sunstrike. It doesn't do very much damage, seeing as that is, I believe, a level 1. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Ned actually managing to TP away. They just don't have enough lockdown here, especially when Naga gets doomed. She will live through this here, but actually Ursa getting caught out by a missile from Gyro and probably going to die for it as well. He gets hit by that second missile. One more right click will do the job, but Invoker is going to be there to make it a godlike spree, and now he can't get away. He's dusted up already. He's going to throw out the disarm and hope that it's enough. Skyrath is here to assist him if anything goes down. I'll be shifting to Wex very quickly, though. It is now 9-21 for CNB Esports Club. They are in the lead in terms of net worth. And looks like we're going to see a Mjolnir coming up for King RD. It's just not looking too good here. Viper does have a Hood of Defiance up and possibly wants to build it into a pipe, which will help them out a bit, but in the meantime, looks like Undying may just get picked off again. King RD gets netted up, but even in the net, he manages to get the kill. And Crystal Maiden is calling out the courier for a mask of what the heck is this? Tranquil Boots. Tranquil Boots Mask of Madness new meta. Because she needs that attack speed there. Enchantress does manage to pick off Gyro once again. And despite his incredible start, he's actually feeding at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and say. But the team isn't really in much trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, they're managing to hold out right now. They're just going to see how hard they can throw at the moment, I guess. Looks like it is a Force Staff for ADR, as well as the Mjolnir for the Invoker. I guess Klotz is trying to create space for King RD, not by removing enemy heroes from the map, but by removing himself from the map. He's creating space for King RD to farm that he hasn't had because there's been a hard carry on the map. So yeah, space created. Yeah, and there's his Mjolnir. That's actually a ton of attack speed. He's already up to what I'd call like in-game level attack speed, which is about half a second per attack. Meanwhile, up top, Ned is going to blink away from the song. And this is an outright wasted song from Tom. The Crystal Maiden Mask of Madness move speed is actually fitting her quite a lot. Combined up with those Tranquil Boots, the Mask of Madness move bonus is quite large. Looks like CNB, they're going to go for Roche now. And as if she wasn't fast enough already. Look at her go. Yeah, Crystal Maiden moving around very quickly at this point. And they're going to go after Roche right now. Gyrocopter now with the Maelstrom. Of course, Naga with Boots of Travel. So will amplify her split pushing abilities a little bit. The problem is they can't get map control back at this point. Klotz doesn't have a slot for the Aegis. I'm assuming King RD might pick it up. I believe they were just trying to fight over it at that point, yeah. Klotz slipped his TP in King RD's inventory just at the last second there. And, yeah. I mean, CNB are playing very well. And the other thing is, I think CNB are the only ones that are 100% qualified at this point for the grand final, so they could throw this match. They could throw this match and still be perfectly fine. Other than that, though, anything can happen. THD still could not even make it to the grand final. Not the grand final, the playoffs, excuse me. Excuse me. And Gyro now has a Maelstrom. I do try to bring you guys the best in Brazilian Dota. I really do. But this one's hard to make seem close at all. There's a 2.5k gold lead. Or, excuse me, a 25k gold lead for CNB at the moment. And King RD is going to have a crit brought out to him, or at least the baby crit, very soon. Ursa will be roaring up to try and go on Gyro, who just blinks away. Force Staff is probably coming up next at this point. I say why not? There actually is going to be a Cold Snap as well as a Silence out on Invoker, or excuse me, Ursa, who will get healed up and not take too much damage from that. He is stunned up at the moment, and a Sunstrike comes in but doesn't finish the job quite yet. And it looks like Klotz, he'll be getting a Mithril Hammer now. He's actually going to go BKB, or he could just be going Deso. We really... It's 322. I mean, Klotz 22, excuse me. Why do I keep associating that random number with his name? Right, King RD tried to go invis, but actually didn't go invis at all. Tom will get silenced out here, and King RD in a lot of trouble. Will actually turn around trying to chase Naga and die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean... Huh? Actually, Face is going to get stunned up now, as well as doomed. There's an ulti out for Crystal Maiden, not doing too much.
Where are you going?
And it looks like Enchantress is going to jump on Ned right now. He's slowed down immensely, and he is going to end up falling. Gyrocopter does manage to pick off Ursa, though. Throws off the ult as well. There is a song coming out from Naga that will actually catch Gyro out, but unfortunately for them, he is invisible. And meanwhile, Skywrath gets picked off over here. The gold graph and the XP graph not really making much of a difference. We are going to see Klotz take a lot of damage here and probably fall as well.
Sleep with the fishes.
He just went for that casual Mithril Hammer. It looks like. I don't even know what his build is. I don't even know. At this point, though, we do have like a 95% win rate for CNB because of the very high thing. Thank you, Capizzi, for pointing that out. And Doom will continue farming up the spot lane, it looks like. And Crystal Maiden, of course, making great use of this Mask of Madness in the jungle. Has a Yasha as well. Full move speed Maiden. Yeah, full move speed Maiden. That's what this is. Entirely. Klotz is looking for the Mjolnir. Unless he's looking to build a second Maelstrom with that, which, knowing Klotz, it's actually entirely possible to. That being said, I don't think it's the best idea. And actually, they're going to try to jump on him right now. In fact, they'll be able to. There's a dust out as well. He would have turned around and ulti, but it's not going to accomplish very much at all. Sunstrike does come out on Tom, but he's going to TP back in time. And now Crystal Maiden beginning to look a bit like Drow Ranger with that Mask of Madness up. And Invoker does manage to take down the Ursa up top, who does have a Blade Mail now at least, but still has been unable to grab a Roche. And Skywrath is sitting at higher net worth than he is. And Crystal Maiden is sitting at higher net worth than the Undying, who was farming in the top lane, if I can remind you. Ursa was pretty much jungling with Enchantress and roaming, which I thought worked out relatively well for him, but not well enough. Naga is holding out, though, and going for the Radiance in the end. Picked up a drum casually. It's going to be a late Radiance because of that, but it's actually giving her a lot of stats. And for her getting drum and Boots of Travel already, timing-wise, it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse, or a lot better, I mean, but it can still work, especially when CNB are beginning to fall behind, to say the least, here. Still 600 gold to go on Klotz's Mjolnir. Baga probably ADR probably going for shotgun. Invoker now gonna pick up that crit, I believe. Yeah, Daedalus is complete on him. And keep in mind, this guy hits like a truck and attacks very, very quickly. So 491 crits right now, and we'll see what those go up to in just a moment, because yeah, 600 damage crits. He attacks every half second, so yeah. I just don't know what to say about that. And again, with the songs that just kind of fail. I mean, it'd be much worse if it were a chrono, but that's a song, for crying out loud. And actually, Doom going to be able to take down Viper on the bot lane. Heal comes out. A Sunstrike actually off the mark slightly. They should be able to take down this tower.
I will have vengeance.
Looks like there will be an ult out of Undying and a buyback from Viper as well. Viper, though, not sitting on too much after he went for that Pipe of Insight. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for a BKB instead, seeing as they cost a similar amount. In fact, I'd want to say Pipe costs more, but I don't think that's true. And we do have a fight breaking out right now. Pardo, he's going to get jumped on. Ned actually getting jumped on by Ursa, but both mechs have been used now. A big EMP. It's going to drain 4 people's mana there. Only Tom has any to spare at the end of the day. And Ashley may be stunned up, but he is going to manage to channel that ult underneath it. And an ulti from Gyro won't quite finish Viper off. Ned going to have to blink in and put out a little more damage to do so with, I believe, the Shockwave. So he's working on a BKB for himself, I'm assuming, yeah. And Roche respawns in 11 seconds, but I don't think either team are too concerned with that at the moment. We actually see Ursa just getting ripped apart by Crystal Maiden. Sorry, I had to make sure that was the truth. And they've all gone down. They're all dead. GG comes out. Undying is going to buy back into the game, but why at this point? A Doom comes out, but the Ancient doth fall in the end. And that was a weird game. CNB tried to throw, but weren't quite able to. Guys, I'm SB Revolution 5. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back with game number 2 in this series. Hopefully, it'll be a bit more exciting. Maybe CNB will troll really hard.